Politics at mutual funds. There's more politics in a mutual fund usually because they're just a lot bigger, right? And so, in fact, any company that's quite large is going to have a lot more politics. So there's often more politics at mutual funds than there are at hedge funds because hedge funds are smaller personnel-wise. Okay, so some mutual funds have too many employees, which means a lot of red tape. My favorite type of firms to work for are the small ones, which means there's less than 10 investment professionals. I always believe that small groups of people can change the world. Different portfolio managers and analysts can be extraordinarily territorial, okay? So make sure you observe the culture for the first couple of months when you join that mutual fund before going out and taking risks internally. And it can actually be a little bit contentious if you change into a value or a growth investor and your portfolio manager is the opposite of you. I was a value investor when I was younger. I was fresh out of school and all I knew was theory. And then I worked in a number of different finance companies, real world experience. And I became a bit more of a growth investor, or you might call it GARP, meaning in the middle, growth at a reasonable price. Just make sure that you and your PM think the same thing, okay? And it can actually be a little bit less of a meritocracy at a mutual fund, which sucks, which means you don't always eat what you kill, right? So in a hedge fund, a lot of the times it can be set up so that you know what you're going to get paid every year because you've closed out a lot of positions every year. But in a mutual fund, you don't close out positions every year. Some of your positions are 3 to 5 year positions, sometimes longer. And so it's tough to really understand how much money you've made that year from a realized perspective, not just marking the market.